Hey, what's going on guys, my name's Raph, and in a few months time, the Pokemon anime will be celebrating 25 years since it began airing. Ash Ketchum has been our hero for many years, and it's been so nice seeing how much our 10-year-old hero has developed across this journey. Whilst the anime has been airing for over 20 years, it's interesting that the main protagonist himself hasn't aged, and many theories have tried to tackle why this is the case. Well, today, a very interesting piece of text may have finally revealed the truth about Ash's age. There's a bunch of information to cover, so let's jump straight into it. Don't forget to leave this video a like to show your support, and I'll be sure to bring out my next video shortly. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date, and without further ado, let's begin. Let's start off by talking about Ash and what many believe his age to be. There's a few episodes in the anime that have given us a couple of indications that Ash has supposedly aged, despite still having the persona of being 10 years old. Episode 1 of the Pokemon anime introduces us to Ash, a 10-year-old boy who is commencing his Pokemon journey as a Pokemon trainer. Throughout the seasons of the anime, some viewers have theorized that Ash tends to age. This is due to his development in the said series, and how he's portrayed as well. It's also due to many taking the aspect of the years progressing coinciding to the real world. For example, seeing as X and Y aired in 2013, many think Ash is age 16 in that said series. However, this is where dialogue from Pokemon episodes start to widen the possibilities. Before I begin, the details I'll be discussing are in no particular order. This is just pure speculation. In the third Pikachu short named Pikachu and Pichu, Ash states that it's been 1 year since he commenced his Pokemon journey. He also states that it's been 1 year since he and Pikachu met. Now obviously, this would imply that Ash is 11 years old, despite the short airing in the year 2000, with many viewers thinking that even though Ash is meant to be 13 following the year progression age theory. However, we never really got told when Ash's actual birthday is. Yes, Ash is stated as a 10-year-old boy in episode 1 of the series, and even though children on their 10th birthday are now eligible to obtain a Pokemon trainer license, that doesn't really clarify whether or not if Ash was precisely turning 10 on that specific day, and that's because when we were introduced to Ash, he is stated to be 10 rather than the narrator saying he has just turned 10. The next anime episode that indicates that time has lapsed is episode 93 of the Black and White series, titled Goodbye Junior Cup, Hello Adventure. In this episode, Dawn states that she will participate in the next Wallace Cup that is intended to start soon. The Wallace Cup is a special annual Pokemon contest that was hosted at various locations throughout the Pokemon world, and since it's an annual tournament, it also indicates that under a year has passed since episode 75 of the Diamond and Pearl series. Knowing this, it's extremely unlikely or yet possibly impossible for Ash to be a year younger, so if anything, it would be considered for him to be older. Another example to show that time has passed is episode 150 of the original series. The Goldenrod opportunity marked the commencing episode that the magnet train was not built. However, in episode 141 of the Black and White series, Best Wishes Until We Meet Again, we see that Iris and Silent plan to use the train to travel from Kanto to Johto. Taking this into account, it indicates that the train was completed in the mentioned time frame from the original series, this being a year. The only thing holding the credibility against this is the floating timeline aspect that the anime tends to portray, but I'll elaborate on that shortly. There are a few other examples to consider, but you can check those out on this Satoshipedia article instead, and shout out to them for sourcing some of the information in regards to this. So we've clearly been shown examples of how time has passed the anime, with certain events coinciding with them. It's even stranger knowing that children in the anime that are clearly younger than 10 can become Pokemon trainers too, but that's a confusion for us to tackle on another day. Seeing as we're on the topic of birthdays, let's talk about a popular fan theory that Ash is actually 35 years old. Yeah, I know, right? The 22nd of May has become a prominent day in the Pokemon anime community, as many celebrate Ash's supposed birthday, implying that he would be 35 years old. It is said that Takashi Shudo, original writer of the Pokemon anime, published in 1997 and in 1999 two books titled Pocket Monsters the Animation, stating that trainers began their journey on the 1st of April after they had their 10th birthday. And also Delia states that she spent 10 years, 10 months and 10 days with her son Ash. However, others believe that this is actually in context to Delia's pregnancy, and also in relation to how Japanese culture calculate pregnancies, this being exactly 10 months and 10 days. It's a bit hard to comprehend this information, but if anything, the 22nd of May just seems to be more of a day to appreciate Ash rather than celebrating his birthday, especially seeing as we don't have any concrete or solid information to confirm if this really is accurate in terms of how it's being put into context.
In addition, Japanese fans have also their own date for Ash's birthday, which is October 10th, and what's funny, it also came from Takeshi Shudo's novelization. The fact is that the phrase 10 years, 10 months and 10 days said by Delia can be read in Japanese not only as a period of time, but also as a date. However, many Japanese fans have also noticed that this is probably referring to Delia's pregnancy, and if we delve into the Japanese text, then in the context it becomes clear that this is most likely the case. Delia says this line the day before Ash's journey began on April 1st. This suggests that Ash's birthday is actually March 31st. And while we can't be completely sure, this seems to be the most accurate date so far. What's also interesting is that Rika Matsumoto, Ash's voice actress in the Japanese version of this series, also often refers to Ash as eternal 10-year-old. Moreover, it even became part of her image, just like Ash's catchphrase "Get to the Z," which is is why she uses eternal 10-year-old even to herself, for example on her Twitter. In one of these tweets in 2011 she also talked about Ash's birthday being October 10th, but as previously stated, this most likely due to common belief among Japanese fans.
Now let's talk about aging in general in the anime and other cartoons. Many cartoons have shown that they wish to keep characters at a certain age to comply with the audience they are portraying to. This is often seen as a technique to which the writers wish to use in order to make the audience and characters in hand feel more attached. There is also something known as a floating timeline. The floating timeline, also known as the continuous present when implemented into the world of comics, is known as a device used in fiction, mainly in long-running series in comics and animation. It's mainly implemented to explain why characters age little or not over a period of time, despite certain events, people, and technology appearing in the works and correlating with the real world. It's a plot device that is used to explain the inconsistencies in a way that events and characters exist within a world. The most popular cartoon series that shows a floating timeline is The Simpsons, as this series is simply ongoing despite its discrepancies. And this seems to be the same case with the Pokémon anime, especially seeing as Ash has travelled across multiple regions, days have passed, and of course, he hasn't aged. So what's the final verdict? Is Ash still 10, or is he 16, or is he truly 35? Well, the truth has been finally revealed thanks to Arsham's Pokedex. This book showcases a collection of Pokemon related artwork from Daniel Arsham, who is a sculptural artist who resolves their work around fictional archaeology. He has worked collaboratively with Pokemon before in the past, and you may also recognise his work that was shown in the recent Pokemon A Ripple from Timeshore. In Arsham's Pokedex, it includes an interview with Kunihiko Yuyama, one of the main directors who has worked on the Pokemon anime and films. In this interview, there's a very interesting piece of text that confirms that Ash never ages, insinuating that he is 10 years old forever. In the setting of the animation, the main character, Ash, is 10 years old forever, and the background season is forever early summer. Sometimes it gets cold up in the mountains, or it could be hot. Those changes happen by travelling. Fundamentally, it is forever early summer, and he is forever 10 years old. And on top of that, a day of summer vacation repeats perpetually. This is what I have hoped to create, a view of the world that would be ideal for children. So as mentioned before, it seems that Yoyama's vision is not only to showcase a wonderful world for Ash and his story, but also for the children that view the show. I was speaking to my friend Annette about this too, and it really does seem that the context of this text implies that our hero is living in a floating timeline, and that Yoyama talks about the series as a whole, and not only in context to the Ripple of Timeshore. The floating timeline aspect correlates to this statement, indicating that Ash is in fact forever going to be 10 years old. Whilst we don't know if the anime will be ending in relation to the 25th anniversary, or either following something somewhat similar to The Simpsons, it's fair to say that we now have the first official confirmation about Ash's age in the Pokemon anime. Huge thank you to my friend Annette for joining me on this video. Be sure to check out her social links in the description below, as she's not only a Russian Nintendo employee, but also one of the most knowledgeable friends I have in terms of the Pokemon anime. But why not let me know what you guys think about Ash's age in the comment section down below. If you guys would like to interact with me, then be sure to follow me on Twitter, and join the Team PokeRef Discord server to discuss all things Pokemon. You can find the rest of my social networks on screen, and in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave it a like, as your support is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to share the video with your friends. Finally, make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with my videos, and click on the little bell to enable notifications so you guys get notified when I upload a new video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to stick around for more Pokemon content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.